Happy Win-Win Wednesday. My name is Tanya and I'm a cybersecurity professional. I'd like to first start off by wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have safe travels if you're traveling to be with family and really enjoy your day. Our topic for today is, what advice would you offer someone that wants to get into the technology field? So mine is going to come in two parts. So first would be for those that are students. If you are a student, my advice would be always look out for recruitment opportunities that are coming to your school, any job fairs, get on those. Don't slack off, get on them, put your name out there, let them know that you're interested. A lot of companies recruit for interns, and while they don't pay a lot, they will pay off. So once you get into a company, you can learn new skills to put on your resume. Secondly would be to volunteer at school. So if there's anything that you can do, paid or unpaid, to volunteer to get some experience on your resume, do that. Thirdly, if you have your final year, final semester, usually there is an opportunity to either do an internship or to do a project. Always opt for the internship. Projects are great, innovative, but you wanna, if you're gonna be working for a company, definitely go for doing the internship. That allows you to put something on your resume. When you're a student, you have no experience. So getting out there and getting that experience is gonna be key for you getting into the IT field. Also, any certifications that you can take, go ahead and do those. And any online learning that you can do through Udemy, YouTube has a lot of free training out there, lots of people doing training, and you too can also do training for others. So if there is a course that you're taking and you are finding that a lot of students are having issues, and you would usually know it, because what'll happen is on those discussion boards, you'll find out that maybe you understand something better than someone else does. You can do a YouTube video, share your video. Instead of answering over and over the same questions, create a YouTube video. That's a way of showcasing your skills as well as creating networks. Now, for those that are in a different field or have been out of work, parenting, or for other reasons, and is now getting back into working and want to go into technology, my first piece of advice would be definitely to look at LinkedIn, look at Dice, look at Monster, understand what's out there and where you want to be in technology. Technology is extremely wide. For me, I started off as a database administrator, and then I transitioned into business intelligence and analytics. But I knew at an early age, when I was in high school, that I enjoyed working with numbers. I thought I'd grow up to be an accountant. So it made perfect sense for me to go into the angle of data. And I really enjoy doing data, the analytics of data, understanding the data, and creating numbers, finances, things like that. So if you know there's something you actually enjoy doing, go that route. That's just gonna make your life easier, The second thing that I would do is definitely to get a certification. If you can get a certification, do online training. Again, Udemy, YouTube. For cybersecurity, there is InfoSec Institute, which I have a course. I instruct a course on InfoSec Institute on data protection under the pen name Manette Davis. And if you want to use InfoSec Institute, they both have paid and unpaid trainings. So you can go out there, you can use my code TDavis50 to get 50% off. That's a little plug for me. But I would also look into networking. So you want to get your networking up. I don't think I can stress enough volunteering. When I worked at a hospital, there was an opportunity. I was working in technology already, but there was an opportunity for the networking team that was going to change out all those switches and routers. And they were like, hey, we are doing this for the entire hospital. We need volunteers. And I was like, I would love to learn more about networking and how that works. So I volunteered. I didn't get paid anything extra, but I got the knowledge, and that is worth so much. My last piece of advice is look for jobs that are entry level, junior level, and this goes for both students and those coming into the force. entry level, junior level, those that don't require a lot of experience. Look for those jobs. Here's the thing, they're gonna pay you less, and it may be less than what you made at your previous job doing something else. That's okay. Get in there, do it for 6 months if you can afford to, right? Everyone needs to pay their bills, but if you can afford to, get in there and do it for 6 months, get that experience under your belt, and then you can transition on to a higher paying job. But experience, networking is gonna be your key. Volunteering to get experience is another big thing that you can do. So those are my key pieces of advice for anyone looking to transition into IT. I am going to pass it off to Brittany now, and I know she's going to have some really good tips for anyone looking to transition into IT. Thanks so much. Again, have a great Thanksgiving. Goodbye.
Hi, my name is Brittany. I'm a learning designer and developer, and I was a teacher before I went into the tech space. So my piece of advice is to definitely know your stuff front to back. If you see any type of technology that you need to learn for any job that you want to get into, I highly suggest going through their certification programs. If you just need something that's kind of like Adobe, Microsoft, Google, they all have certificates that you can earn to show your proficiency. Anything that you build, any processes that you use, you want to showcase your talent. So I would definitely say utilize LinkedIn if you do not have your own online portfolio. The second thing that I would say is practice your interview skills. If you are someone who is transitioning into tech and in a field that's completely unrelated, you definitely want to learn some of the jargon that people in corporate or in the tech world use. It will help you tremendously as far as understanding when the recruiters and the hiring managers talk to you. I think another thing that you should definitely do is showcase your talent. I know I mentioned this earlier, but I can't express enough that if you do go into like the tech design field, they want to know and see, can you actually do these things, and can you talk about what strategies you use in order to create a lot of these items and products that you've made, because it's really, really important to them to know that they're not just hiring someone who's a good mouthpiece. I can definitely say that transitioning to tech does take in some networking. Luckily, I didn't have to network to get into the job that I was in, but if you want more, leverage and leeway into whoever is hiring, make friends, use LinkedIn, use word of mouth, anything that can kind of get your foot into the door. The last thing I would say is understand economics. The economies, everything that's happening in the world, not just the US, in the world, it affects a lot of the things here in the US if you are based here. The hiring freezes, the layoffs, the government shutdowns. Understand why these things are happening and kind of like start making sense of why you're probably not getting calls back and stuff like that, because a lot of people are out of a job. A lot of people are looking. The competition is at an all-time high. Inflation is also at an all-time high. Things are really rough right now. So understand the economics, understand the data that comes with all of, just understand it all.
Thanks for listening, and we can't wait to hear your comments below.